Hello Capricorn, this is your astrology forecast for June and also applies if you're Capricorn rising or Capricorn moon. First thing to say is that on the 7th of this month until the 2nd of July we've got Mercury, planet of communication, transportation, technology, going retrograde. And it's retrograde initially in your 7th house of relationships for the first 11 days until the 18th of the month. And it's joining Jupiter here in this 7th house of relationship. Now I do know that as a cardinal sign, many of you with this grand cross going on, not only have you got Pluto in your sign until 2023, but you've also got this grand cross going on. And with Jupiter here magnifying everything in this 7th house of relationship, this is a time really during the retrograde in this house, really to reassess your relationships. How you communicate in your relationships, how you listen to other people in your relationships. It could bring somebody from the past back into a relationship with you again. It's also going to, with Jupiter here, this magnification, it's going to make you really look at your relationships differently. I know this is important with Pluto in your sign. You're finding your power. You're not giving away your power to other people. But there's this temptation with Jupiter here and now with this Mercury retrograde, really important not to allow other people to take away your power, your strength, the things that are important to you. But also to look at your relationships and say, okay, how could I be a little more tolerant maybe? A little less judgmental? How can I bring more harmony and peace into my relationships? These are all good questions to be asking during the Mercury retrograde. After the 18th of the month, this Mercury retrograde then goes back into your 6th house of health and work, and this is a wonderful time for reassessing your health, for really, Mercury retrograde is not something to be afraid of. It's more something that just slows the mental processes down so that you can really be more effective once it goes direct again. So this is slowing it down now for you to really study your body, your physical well-being. Are you listening to your body? Yeah, it tells you very quickly when something's not right. Now, I'm not saying to become a hypochondriac, but I'm saying just to listen to it. You know, if it's saying to you, this muscle's sore, well, don't exercise it. If it's saying to you, oh, this leg hurts, well, don't go running. Yes, don't exacerbate things. This Mercury retrograde will give you a real opportunity to watch your body more carefully and to be able to correct things. Because if you correct something really early on with anything physical, usually nothing develops. You know, you're free and clear. It's when you don't correct things, like in your diet or your exercise or a pain here or something that, if you don't pay attention to it, that's when things become chronic. So use that Mercury retrograde, which will be there until the 2nd of July in that house. It's also a very good time for reevaluating your work situation. There could be a miscommunication in the work area, so I would suggest that any important things you really have in writing, keep good documentation, keep a paper trail. I'd be careful about signing a new work contract during the retrograde. If you must, make sure somebody else casts an eye over it to check and really read it through many times. The issue is you might repeat it once again when Mercury goes direct. On the 13th of June, we have a lovely, playful full moon in Sagittarius, and it's falling in your 12th house. Capricorns. So this is a full moon shining a light for you on your dreams, on your subconscious, on listening to those quiet voices. It's really a time to listen. With Mercury retrograde, it's even more important to listen because it's times when people, their minds are not working as quickly. But really this is a wonderful time for meditating, for enjoying some quiet time alone, for going out into nature, for celebrating the things that you're grateful for in your life. So for the first 3 weeks of the month, we've got the sun in the 6th house, shining a light on your work, maybe a new work opportunity, maybe another type of work that you can get involved with, or maybe somebody wanting to help you in the workplace, but it's shining a light here on work. And also maybe you want to contribute something to the community or give something to a charitable organisation. This too is highlighted during the first 3 weeks of the month. After that, the sun comes into this 7th house. Capricorns, if you're looking for a relationship, this is a wonderful time to be getting into one with the sun in the 7th, and especially with Jupiter there, this could bring you several possibilities of new relationships. If you're in an existing relationship, well, it's shining a light on it. It's giving you an opportunity to bring more spice into it, more flavour, something new. And especially something new, because on the 27th of the month, we've got a new moon in Cancer in your 7th house. Whippy! This is exciting because it's new beginnings. Cancer is a sister sign to you. It's complementary, and this is an opportunity for a new start, either a new relationship, although I just have to caution you because between the 25th and the 28th of the month, we've got a direct opposition between Mars and Uranus. Now this only happens every 2 years, and it's only for a few days, but it could be that people are very volatile around you. There could be something happening with the family, maybe somebody says something to you, there could be something unexpected happening at work. All I can say to you is try not to lose your cool. Just be aware that this is a short-term aspect. So take yourself away, take a good deep breath, and if it's still bothering you by next month, then you may have to deal with it. But at least here you won't have acted too quickly in haste and then maybe regretting it afterwards. But this is wonderful here with all this going on for you in your house of relationships, Capricorns. This is the area to be re-examining, reassessing, enjoying, having new beginnings and a new start, particularly from the 27th of the month with that new moon in Cancer helping you out there. The other big news is that next month, Jupiter, planet of good fortune, is changing sign. Only happens once a year, and I think that's going to take away some of this stress of the cardinal cross. But more of that for you next month. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. You might want to subscribe to my free newsletter. And of course, if you'd like to come for a reading, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.